Hi guys, so welcome back to episode 5 in the Minecraft series. Today we are going to be finishing off, I don't even know what room we need to call it, it's like our power room or whatever. So down here you can see I've added a bit of a flux network. It's not working at the moment and I will be fixing that, but eventually I will get this up and running. And then we're also going to be doing our refined storage today because I'm fed up of using chests and everything. So having it all in one nice little place but there will be very good for us. And hopefully by the end of the video I'll also have these upgraded to the emerald tier. So let's make a start on this refined storage. So when it comes to starting refined storage, there's a few things that we're going to need first. Nothing can work without having the controller. And making this, we're going to need some quartz enriched iron, which I have made some ready for this, some silicon, and a machine casing, which is just quartz enriched iron and any balm stone. So basically anything that isn't cobbled or forged. So like polished or whatever, it'll all work. And we're also going to need a disk drive because this will house all of our storage cards. Because if we look on here, we have all of these storage discs, I'd say, yeah, parts, discs, and some of them are fluids, but we're not going to actually need to use the fluid storage. We're more looking at, so we've got 64K storage disk, and then it goes straight to creative, but I could have sworn there was a 4 million. I think it was like 4096K, but we'll see when we make this disk drive anyway. So start with the controller. To make the advanced processor, we just need some silicon, a diamond, a redstone, and a processor and binding. And these are cheap to make, but trying to get the slime can be a bit intimidating sometimes. But with the clay that we have, we made plenty of slime already, hopefully. I made some silicon essence, and there you go, we've got almost 3 stacks of silicon. So if we go on to, no, we need the advanced processor. If we just make, well, we'll just make one for now. Actually, we'll make 2. Let's just make 2. Right now that we got them, let's make our controller. Controller, chuck that in. There you go. We have that in them. And if we go on to our quests, gives us some things that we're going to want. Because for automatic farming, I don't know if the farm for automatic storage, so chucking things in furnaces, taking them out, we're gonna need some cables, but we're not gonna worry about them for the time being. For now, it's just setting up the actual system itself. So what? If I just quickly make a chest. Oh my god. And then also just make another steel casing. We have got that, and now we just need a disk drive. Grab that. Right, there it is. So now that we have the disk drive made, we can make a disk manipulator, which allows us to take any of that across, but I'm not too concerned about that. And then these are all the fluid storages, and these are all of the item storages. So as you can see, you got 4 million there, 16, 65, 262. Like to get up to infinite storage, it is going to be very expensive. It's not even letting me see. It's like with the 1 billion, you can see you need 3 of them. It doesn't look too expensive. Withering processors, you need wither stars for just one, so each one of them. And it's like you're gonna need withering for them. Yeah, so you need withering for them last two. So that's gonna be expensive. But for now, we've got our controller. So if we that chuck that down below, you can see it's lit up now. So now that is fully functioning. Put the disk drive beneath it. So we'll chuck all of our disks in like these slots by here. So if I have a 1K disk, I can put 1,000 items in here, so on and so forth. And now we're going to make a grid and a crafting grid, because a grid is pretty much useless. But then a crafting grid, if I'm able to pull it up here, it's like we need a grid just to actually make the crafting grid. But you can see a crafting grid, it's a little bit expensive. So you have 2 processors that require gold, one that requires glowstone dust, and then another one which requires quartz and iron. So it's not the cheapest to make, but we have the resources for it, and it'll make our lives a lot easier before we start making all these discs anyway. If we just quickly make the processors, because we have iron ones ready. Oh, and we have the gold ones. We only have to make the 2 that didn't appear here. So let's quickly make that, and then where's crafting? I just need another advanced processor. So as you can see, I've got the crafting grid in place. I will have glass covering this eventually, so we don't have to stand so close to it. But obviously, all of these will be items. Like I could have like 4 million cobblestone there, and then everything else is just its own item. Like there's no limit to the stack. So now we've got to make some storage housings. Everything is going to be using some quartz enriched iron. So it is going to catch up to me. But I will fast forward through this for you guys now. Right, guys. So basically, what I finished up, obviously you saw it when it was all like that, but I've chucked everything in here now. So as you can see, like everything just constantly stacks. And in the bottom, it shows how much storage we've actually used. So we have more than enough for the time being. And if you can see my inventory, I have got these blood extractors and these dark tanks. So basically, because we don't get many cows around here, I'm using zombies to make rotten flesh. So I'm using some evil craft to make leather, basically. Because what I'm going to need to do is I need to make a structure like this and a constant supply of blood, because then it'll all feed in, and if I have a zombie soul in there, it will just like give me the loot for it, because then I can also have one for like an Enderman, because yet again, we don't have many spawn around here. I've also put a feeding upgrade on my backpack, so I never have to worry about eating again, and it frees up space in my inventory. I've also upgraded my jetpack, so as you can see, flying now is stupidly fast. And if you look at the left side of the screen, you can see like it doesn't use hydrogen, it just uses Fe. And because of the flux network that I made, we constantly have power to our jetpack. So it's gonna be really easy for us in this next episode, because in the next episode now, what we're gonna do is, instead of doing like tutorial kind of things, we're gonna do some exploring. We're gonna look at some dungeons, a bunch of things like that, and hopefully find a netherite upgrade so then we can get some AllTheModium and start really advancing this world. I'd also like to apologise for the long gap in between the uploads. I have just been busy with life outside of this, and I will try to make it a bit more consistent in the future. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please let me know, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.